What's up, Soul Child family? How y'all doing today? How y'all doing today? How y'all doing today? Thank the Most High for this beautiful day. My ancestors and soul, spirit team, I should say. Soul Child family, I want to talk to y'all about some things. You know what I'm saying? I had the shirt on the other day, right? And the shirt said, "In this family, we fight together." So I was like, okay, cool. But then I had, also had another vision. It was family, but then it was like in my mind, I was thinking about grief. I was like, Most High. I know it sounds a little dark, but it's not. I promise it's not. And I was like, Most High, what is this? Why would you send me these two together? What's going on? Something like happened. I got frantic, got a little worried, grief and family. It's like, wow, what's going on? No, no, no. It wasn't even about that, y'all. It wasn't even that deep. It was that deep, but it wasn't as deep as I was thinking in my head. I was going frantic with it. And Divine started to illuminate on the situation. The grief part was a separate part from the family. Well, not really separate, but had a different stance on it because this week, I talked about it before. I don't know if you've seen that video, but in the video I've, you know, uploaded before, I was talking about my wife. She passed away, my late wife. She passed away last year around this time, July 15th. So in a couple of days, it'll be that day. So this week has been like a real touchy, sensitive spot for me, right now. I'm saying? I'm just, purging, going through, remembering, things like that, you know. But it's working out good. It's going good. It's going great. It's going great. It's things I need. It's healthy. This is this is healthy things I need to do. So I was thinking about that, and I was thinking about how I got through it. So it was like grief. I was like, okay, this is what you want me to talk about. So okay, well, what about it? What's going on? Kept showing me more visions, and he showed me visions on how, when that time had happened, how my family, usually when people come together, when family coming together, it's always around a death or a wedding, or birth, something. You got to be something monumentous for it to happen, right? Well, in this case and scenario, it was like my wife she was in the hospital for a while. She was in the hospital for like this whole week. Let's just say last year, the same, week. She was in the hospital. She just went in, and at first I was there by myself, but I wasn't really there by myself. I had my family around. My boys and my other kids, all my siblings was calling. My mother, my father was calling. I had not all my family, but some family members that they call and check up and make sure everything was okay. So I had family there. So family was like a big strong part of me getting through that grief situation, that whole state of being, being without, not really depending on her, being codependent on her being there, but just having her being there because we were together for so long. And the grief part of me feeling sad wasn't me really being sad. It was more of me missing loving her so much, loving her so hard and not having her here. That's what made me sad, was the moments that we wouldn't be able to share together, in other words. But, I went through that and I got through it because I always told myself that people don't really pass away. They reside in your heart, so they'll always stay with you no matter what, no matter where you are. That's why I was always told that no matter where you are in the world, I told my wife and tell my kids the same thing. No matter where you are in the world, I'm always going to be with you, in your heart, in your soul, in your spirit, in your mind. Every time you have a memory about me, anything, I'm always going to be there. And that's the way I feel about my wife. She's always going to be there, in my mind, spirit, what some little things, songs I might hear, foods I might eat, things I might see. So this is how I got past my grief, you know, as far as that kind of a loss, because that loss is like a big thing. But I have my family to back me up, because my family, and I mean, when I say family, I mean true family that's really there for you, and they don't have to necessarily be blood, because in my sense, my not my immediate family, mother, father, siblings, no, not that, but I'm saying outside of that, that gets kind of cloudy, because you have family members that you've never seen, some family members that don't really know you, some family members that do but just don't mess with you like that, some family members you might have go at odds, or some family members that you have very good cohesion with, but you just, like I said, you haven't been around for a while, so that kind of family is the murky part. That's the part that you got to you don't really have to worry about it, but you got to be cautious of and be very aware of, because that can harm you more than help. Okay, sometimes not all condolences or praise, I should say, is good. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people do it just for malice reasons. People do it just to see you sad. So you got to watch that. You got to use your discernment. But the shirt said, in this family, we fight together. And I was like, wow. But like I said, your family doesn't have to be blood. So I was thinking like, wow, that's deep because, my soul family, you guys, you also helped me through a hard time. You helped me through the dark times because around that time is when I really got into my connection with divine, my spirituality, my connection with self. I really came to realization with that. And it wasn't that catalyst that caused it. I was already on my way. I was on my journey, but that just kind of catapulted me into a realization that this is something that I had to be on. This is the path that I was always on. This is the path that I should be concentrating on at this time. So therefore, I would do that. I didn't understand why, but now I do. I understand why because spirit also needs healings, and that's what I'm here for, to heal the soul. I'm here to help heal the soul with love, with peace, with balance, to help people understand that life does throw us curveballs, but if we can open our eyes and see that curveball come and understand where it's coming from, we can knock that bad boy right out the park. You know what I'm saying? That's just saying. But like I was saying with family, family's always gonna be there. So what the shirt said, when the shirt did it, I was like, wow, that's kind of weird, but it's kind of true and it's kind of not true. In this family we fight together, but yeah, in some families you don't. Some families they fight against each other, and that's what my issue came in at. And I was like, oh, okay, that's what you want me to talk about. I was like, yes, he says, see, sometimes in grief you may be grieving, and that can cause that dissension between you and your family. That can cause that separation between you and your family. When there's a time when you're supposed to be cohesive and coming together, you are separating and arguing over little things that you may have been angry at because you didn't express your feelings towards the person that may have been lost, or a situation that may have been that gone awry, or whatever the case may be. And you're not looking past that. You're holding on to that grudge of something that you cannot change, but you want to change. You know what I'm saying? You want to make sure that it feels good to you, and that's nothing wrong with that. You always want to make sure people don't misunderstand your feelings. And I get it, but like I said, all family ain't family. I mean, some family just wants to bring you down. Some people just want to bring you down. And I don't mean family just like in blood. I mean those people that you're your friends, you call your family. Some of your friends want to bring you down. Some of your friends want to build you up. Some people that you don't even know or even closer to you as a family member than family members. Some family members, not all, some. And it's weird because you could have been with these family members forever. And you meet a stranger and that stranger treats you 10 times better, gives you 10 times more respect, shows you so much more love, gives you the right advice, doesn't tell you exactly what you want to hear when you want to hear it, but tells you what you need to hear when it's due. You know what I'm saying? In divine timing. When God tells them to lead, people that are also God-fearing people, or whatever belief that you believe in, they follow the same kind of standards in your life. You know what I'm saying? So when I read that shirt, like I said, and it came back to me, and then the grief thing came to me, and that's what I was thinking about. I was like, wow, Lord, you gave me this message to give these people. I hope I can help them out. And saying that, that if you resonate with this, if you truly, authentically feel like this is something that could help you or change you in any way, form, or fashion, if you got any kind of information, any kind of enlightenment, if it made you feel closer or more content or more peaceful or more balanced in your life, then please hit that like, that subscribe, share this so it can get to some other people that haven't heard this, or it may get to people's ears that don't need this but know somebody that does, and they can spread the word that way too. So like, share, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? We can get this word out. Let's keep growing. And I'm proud of you, soul fam. I'm so proud of my soul family, man. I'm so proud of you guys, man. You guys are showing out and showing up, and we changing this world one step at a time. One step at a time, we changing it. We changing it. And I see it everywhere. We got to keep going. It's gonna start off small, but it's gonna get real big. I told you, little ripples to big waves. You watch what I say. It's gonna come true because I've already seen it. Already seen it. God's already showed me it, so it's gonna come true. And with that, I'm gonna say, enjoy this beautiful, beautiful weather that we're having. If you are having beautiful weather, if you're not, enjoy the inside, or enjoy a nice warm cup of tea or whatever you're drinking. Enjoy your family members, enjoy yourself, love yourself, treat yourself good, treat your neighbors good, treat your fellow man or woman good, have healthy relationships, love, peace, balance, discernment. And if you are grieving, like I said, trigger warning, I don't mean to trigger nobody, but if you are grieving from a lost one, know that you are not alone, that you do have family. Okay, if you're on here, I'm your family, so you can talk to me. We can talk. We can text. We can write. We can telepathically speak. Whatever you wish. I love you guys, and I love the Most High, my spirit team, my ancestors, my spirit guides, my angels. I love you guys, and thank you again. Thank you again for watching, for supporting me. I appreciate you. Peace.